Hi there. If you're seeing this video, then I have either A, appeared in your feed, or B, you're an already existing subscriber. Regardless, welcome to the GeekDotXML channel. For this video, I wanted to do a brief introduction to who I am, and also talk about my content, and then also go into a Q&A that I've meant to answer for about like a few months by now. I've had the questions for on my phone for a while, but they never got answered because this video never got properly made, so without further ado, let's begin. My name's Xavier. I am a 20-year-old film student that is based in New Jersey. For those who don't know, I do a lot of editing and a lot of cinematography, hence why with the content you sometimes see a lot more like VFX, or sometimes you don't see VFX, or just more simple, clean editing and more basic editing. I also do a lot of camera work based on other content creators that I get inspired by, shots from other tokusatsu shows, which I will get into tokusatsu in a bit. Regardless, I do a lot of filmmaking, and I've actually been wanting to consider doing more filmmaking in my content, or evolving the content, which is something I will hopefully get into in the future, but for right now, we're going to be focusing on more the editing and the camera work. For those who also don't know, I am a huge tokusatsu fan. Tokusatsu, without going too much into it, basically means special effects in Japanese, or special filming, if you want to be more practical with the pronunciations or translations. I've been a fan of tokusatsu since 2010, but I never got fully into it until high school, which was like around like 2022, I'd say sophomore year. And since then I've been slowly getting into it again, and it's been cool. Like, I really like it a lot, and as a film student, it's really cool to learn about it as, well, a film student. It's been a fun ride, and I'm glad to be part of this community. And speaking of community, and also content is related to the community, we get into... So for my content, I usually post a lot of what is called fan henshins. Henshin basically means to transform in Japanese. And I basically imagine me recreating scenes, or just doing straightforward little scenes where I'm like, or well, used to be like, it's morphin' time, but instead it's more of me just like striking a pose and all that, all that stuff. But it's been a lot of fun. I've been doing it since 2022, I believe? Yeah, 2022, March 15th, 2022, which is crazy to believe that it's already been almost 5 years since I've started this, but hey, I mean, it's still really cool to be a part of this community. Some other things you could see every now and then are projects related to me as a film student. For example, one of my projects that I used to work on, mostly because it's discontinued for the time being, was a tokusatsu web series that I like to call Superhero Battle. I won't get into it fully, but for those who don't know, it was a series that was inspired by a fellow content creator from Japan, user SokuFlogSan. His series was called Kamen Taisen, which was a huge inspiration for Super Battle. And I also got inspired by other shows like Sword Art Online, or even just like ones like Hunger Games, or even just Kamen Rider Geats, one of the tokusatsu shows that I first started watching when I first got into it. But regardless, that has been something that has been a big creative force for me, or creative outlet for showcasing my favorite genre, I'd say. But other times you'll see non-tokusatsu stuff, like I've posted a few gameplays every now and then. I've posted some music now recently, which is mostly two pieces. One is new and one is more of an older piece. And I've also posted every now and then some of my art, which isn't a lot, but you know, I do like to share some of the drawings I've made. Ignore that. Mostly on Twitter or Instagram, mostly Instagram though. Aside from all that, I do sometimes post on my other channels, for example, my film channel, Track Studios, where it's more of my bigger projects, so you could expect projects that aren't really short or something like that on that channel. You can also expect me to post on my other accounts like Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, which are the main platforms to stick with. I also have accounts dedicated to Track Studios, so like for example, I have an Instagram and Twitter for it, and honestly, that really sums up all the who am I and, you know, what I like to do, so let's get into... So I got questions from Instagram and also YouTube, and I'm gonna go through the ones that I got. So without further ado, let's begin, starting with Instagram. This one was from Lindsay on Story, and he says, how did you pick your first significant PR series, whatever was live, etc.? I think the first thing that I picked from my first tokusatsu show was probably from what was on TV, mostly because Power Rangers Samurai was my shit at the time. I really loved the show when I was young. I grew up with it. I even thought Megaforce was good as a kid. I had bad taste, but regardless, I'd say it's mostly because of what was on TV at the time. Dream video you want to make, either tokusatsu related or not tokusatsu related. This one was also from my friend Vigo. I'd say my dream video I want to make is probably like a full-on like director's cut of Superhero Battle. I'm kidding. Honestly, my dream video is just doing a big collaboration with a lot of creators, so similar to what I did recently with a birthday video I did, but like way bigger with like a lot of tokusatsu creators. What's a few of your favorite tokusatsu shows? Some of my favorites that I've mostly been watching, or ones that I've finished already, are Ultraman Mebius, Kamen Rider Ryuki, Gokaiger is another big favorite of mine, childhood favorite too. And I'd also say I really do like Wingman. I recently finished Wingman earlier this year, and that was such an amazing tokusatsu show, really in my top faves. And the last question was from Martin, a friend from college. Why? Why not, Martin? If there's one thing you could change from any writer series, what would it be? I don't really think I got an answer for that. I'm gonna go to the next question. Is there any Toku-themed holy grails you are searching for? The Geki Ryuken from Madan Senki Ryu Kendo is a big search that I've been trying to figure out, so honestly, I hope to find it someday. What keeps you motivated to continue your channel? I think what really keeps me motivated is pretty much just doing this content for fun, or just because I could get a creative outlet from it. Honestly, content creation has always been a part of my life since like 2016. And getting to do a lot of fun, just like fun projects like this has been great. Honestly, I also think what keeps me motivated is just seeing you guys enjoy my content, and that means a lot to me. Since someone's definitely gonna ask, who or what is your favorite driver and writer? Let me repeat that. Since someone's definitely gonna ask who/what your favorite Kamen writer and driver is, let's switch things up. Who's your least favorite writer and what's your least favorite driver? My least favorite writer, Kenzan from Saber. I don't like Kenzan a lot. He's just a very annoying character. Never really vibed with him. I liked a little bit of his growth with Disaster, but I don't think that he was a great character. And I think he could have been done a lot better. And that sucks because I really like Saber. And my least favorite driver, I'd say... Hey guys, post-production Xavier here. I just want to leave this little update saying that my answer for my least favorite driver changed. I'd say my least favorite driver is actually the Elder driver. I don't really feel a need to explain, but just in case, I don't really like the design of it. It's not very good looking, and I wish that they did the Dread driver, or at least Dread type final, the final stage form for Gotchard, but what can you do? And final question. Where do you get your money for these tokusatsu toys? That is a secret. I will not share it. Anyways, oh, what's up? Barry Light's about to die. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay. That should basically sum up this whole video. Hopefully that helped, and sorry for yapping a lot. I'm sorry, Jalen, for doing a lot of yapping, but thank you very much to those who are watching this video. Special thanks to Jalen, my roommate who's currently recording this. Thank you. And if you guys really enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hopefully you guys like to stick around and see what comes in store. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Hello viewers, I hope you enjoyed the video. I must say, it must be a breath of fresh air to see something that isn't so... short, am I right? Now, you may be wondering who I am, but that'll be discussed another time. For right now, I'm here to give you all a little message. Things are going to change around here, so I hope you choose to cooperate. I look forward to seeing you all again and stay tuned for more. Goodbye.